Does size matter? You gotta watch to find out. I got my nice suede jacket on. I like it. It's nice and warm here in the studio, also known as my office. I just need to put a little red light out there. Today's video is about our postcards, Fence Armor postcards. You have in front of you here the 6-inch tall and the 3-inch tall version. And we get questions about this all the time. Which one should I get? The key point of this particular video is what version of Fence Armor, what version guard, postguard do you get for your application? In the pictures you're seeing, you're going to see different posts and how they're damaged. For a brand new post and for a homeowner, the 3-inch version is probably enough. Why? Well, it's a brand new post. There is no existing damage or wounding on the wood. As a homeowner, you're typically a little more diligent. I'm going to weed whack where the guard is. The guard is protecting the wood from getting damaged. Now, if your grass is 3 inches high, and this is 3 inches high, and you're putting it right on the ground, then you'll be weed whacking above the guard. Not a good idea. So your installation should be about an inch, inch and a half above the ground, so that the center line of the weed whacker is right here. That's very important. So this is key to the 3-inch version. If your wood has already been damaged by weed whackers, which one should you get, the 3-inch or the 6-inch? Well, I guess it really depends how much damage is pre-existing. If your last landscaper or you were weed whacking down at the bottom of the ground here, then a 3-inch version may not do the trick for you. The reason is you want to cover the damage, so you want it right on the ground. But now your grass can grow, and your grass will be growing up above the guard, which again negates the guard. So this would be a good application now for the 6-inch version, because the 6-inch version will cover the damage at the bottom, but now gives you lots of wiggle room, as it were, to use your weed whacker wherever you need it. The 6-inch version is also handy for HOAs, and I had a nice conversation with a gentleman yesterday from Missouri. Landscapers over the years have really been destroying his posts to the point where they actually went from a square post, 6x6, to the bottoms where they're damaged, they almost look round. This is not as uncommon as you think. The posts are 30 years old. They've been whittled away year after year, week after week, constantly getting beaten up by the weed whacker. Now you have all this damage. So the 3-inch version might cover that. The problem is, of course, we provide you with screws that work well, but they're an inch long. And you put them in and you're into the material 1 inch. But if your wood has been completely shrunk, you may need a 2-inch screw just to reach any wood. So that's another scenario where you either want to get a bigger screw or jump to the 6-inch version, or you might decide that some of your posts are newer, some of them are older. Over the years you've changed them up. Some areas have been beaten up by the landscapers or whoever's doing your lawn work, that the 3-inch version might be okay, but occasionally you want a 6-inch version. Well, what you could do is just take 2 3-inch versions and stack them. And now in some cases, some of your posts will be stacked and some of them won't. So you have that flexibility as well. The key here is what version of postcard to get. If you think you have a combination of both, just buy the 3-inch and stack the ones you need. Your landscaper is a little aggressive and there's already a lot of pre-existing damage, the 6-inch is the right version to go with. And even if you had to make it a different hole, we have a pre-drill at the top of that. You could fasten in a couple of different areas. The other situation was they said, well, we could use aluminum flashing. It's cheap, it's readily available, and you can wrap it around the post and it'll look okay until you first weed whack. And that aluminum flashing will just completely crumple. And you're going to have some liability issues because over time, these aluminum flashings will completely shred. And dogs and people will walk by and they'll be cutting and ripping their clothes, and dogs will get hurt. It really turns into this gnarly mess that you don't want to be involved in. And you'll start to see where that wound was in the wood, where it's been destroyed. The aluminum actually will compress to fill the shape. It's really like aluminum foil, effectively. And now you have a really ugly looking post. The fence armor is made from galvanized steel, American galvanized steel, in fact. It's solid. It's really solid. When that goes on there, it's not going to compress. You're not going to have this distortion of the material around the post. It's going to keep that post looking strong. It immediately gives you that curb appeal that you need. So it will not only look good, but prevent further damage happening to your product. You can shop the Fence Armor lineup at our website, fencearmor.com. Typically, we ship the very next day or the same day, depending if you order before 10 out of our Pennsylvania facility. Thank you for joining us. I hope you enjoyed this episode. If you have questions, please put them below. I love answering questions. It helps us get better and make better solutions for you. Thank you for joining Fence Armor. Look forward to seeing you next week.